sun was setting, painting the Tibetan mountain peaks, covered in eternal ice in whimsical hues. Purple-red replaced violet, while yellow and even green shades danced across the mountaintops. Bhagavan, together with Kuthumi, sat near the entrance of the cave, quietly contemplating and bidding farewell to the last rays of the sun.
Another day has faded on this planet. Night, like a small death, opens the door to another world.
Why does night open this door?
Because at night a person descends into sleep, and sleep is an otherworldly realm, a subtle plane where the soul is believed to go after death, but the night is brief, and there is not enough time to fully understand what unfolds there. To prolong this night, yogis practice pratyahara, extended seclusion in complete darkness, silence, and fasting. In such a state, one begins to perceive the subtle world, to see and communicate with its inhabitants. Depending on one's disposition, a yogi may encounter angels or demons, travel into the past or the future. The yogi learns to exist within different layers of the dream world, and profound secrets begin to reveal themselves. One of them being that everything that was, is, and will be exists simultaneously, though in different realms. Secondly, all events on Earth are first shaped on the subtle plane before they manifest in the physical world. In the realm of dreams, however, truth reveals itself symbolically. Muddy water may foretell misfortune, while a clear spring often heralds favorable events. Now the time has come for you to enter pratyahara yourself and realize that earthly life is insignificant compared to the subtle world, merely a faint reflection of its vastness. You will pass this practice on to your disciples, freeing them from physical attachments and showing them where they are destined to arrive.
Bhagavan remembered meeting with Vanga, and she told him,
If people knew what awaits them on the other side, they wouldn't want to live here anymore.
Yes, that's true. Now, enter this cave and see for yourself what lies within.
Gazing at the sky adorned with nightly stars, the disciple cast his eyes on the rising moon. Then, turning, he entered the vaults of the cave, where a marvelous world awaited him. Comfortably settled on a pile of fresh hay, Bhagavan immersed himself in meditation, freeing himself from thoughts, letting his mind dissolve in being present in the here and now. Unfathomable darkness prevailed around him in the underground chamber. Hours passed, and the impenetrable gloom gradually yielded to light.
Allow the eyes to adjust to the darkness, and they will discover that it is filled with light.
Hour after hour, the yogi's perception refined. It seemed as if he could discern the outlines of the cave walls even in complete darkness. The sounds of dripping droplets now echoed like gong beats. The pulsation of his heart resonated through his body, while the flow of blood in his ears resembled the murmur of an underground stream. As time went on, the opening of the third eye began. White flies flickered before his eyes. soon followed by colored triangles, circles, and polyhedrons. His third ear began to catch snippets of phrases, a shimmering iridescence of sounds and music. Thus, the perception of the subtle body, the perception of the dream world, unfolded. He knew this and contemplated everything, detached and calm, aware that if he succumbed to panic and identified with what was happening, he could go mad. Soon, fragments of images started appearing, different faces, events flashed before his eyes, beauties and monsters, gold and cripples seeking compassion. Angels and demons each took turns appearing, frightening, enticing, teaching, and begging for sympathy. He knew these were images from the lower astral, from hell. His subconscious was emerging. With an impartial gaze, he contemplated it all, completely detached. Hell raged, and the earth crumbled. His master was killed, his mother violated, and gold or the naked beauty of the female body enticed him. Disciples sought instructions, and mutilated, burnt children begged for compassion. But nothing could shake the contemplation of the great yogi, and suddenly everything disappeared. And he entered a realm of dazzling light and bliss. Flames flared up, and from them emerged the great hierarch of light, El Moria.
You have passed through hell and realized that hell exists in our imagination, causing us to react painfully and cling to what it creates. Now, go back to the past and gain knowledge of ancient civilizations.
The flame disappeared, and Bhagavan saw himself hovering over the boundless expanses of the ocean. He soared over it for hours, and soon he saw a colossal volcano erupting, a gigantic mushroom-shaped cloud of smoke and ash. The volcano ejected colossal blocks of rocks and entire rivers of molten lava, flooding the surrounding areas. Massive pieces of land and rocks flew from the crater, reaching the water and creating entire clouds of splashes, sinking to the bottom. Huge waves from these debris spread in all directions. Soon, he spotted a small ship, cramped by the waves. It sailed from this ill-fated continent and disappeared into the sea.
You witnessed the demise of Atlantis.
The yogi flew even closer, weaving among the sails, and began to hear the ancient prayers of the Atlantean priests.
I born here in the prison of the body. I entangled in the web of desires. I bound by human falsehood. I call out to you, O heaven.
While the prayer echoed, the ocean engulfed the continent, and towers and pyramids vanished beneath the waves. Finally, even the volcano's mouth disappeared beneath the water, still belching hot gas, smoke, and ash from its submerged depths. Thus ended the last day of Atlantis. Only the ship of the priests, who had survived this catastrophe, continued its voyage. When the prayer concluded, Bhagavan flew towards the priests and bowed before Rigdan Japo. Instantly understanding the gravity of what was happening,
Rise, my son. You are not here in vain. This is the knowledge you have come to seek. Guard it in your heart and share it with the people, for the time of Armageddon approaches, and the fate of Atlantis may one day befall the entire Earth.
How did Atlantis fall?
People bound themselves to their passions and instincts, magnified by their diseased imagination. They defiled God with petty requests, and even resorted to black magic to satisfy their base desires, straying from the religion that guides the soul to salvation from this harsh world. They had entirely bound themselves to the flesh, seeking nothing but more offspring, grain, cattle, and descendants. All their thoughts were about a sexual partner or victory in the next war. Yet they paid no heed to our warnings. And now the cup of karma overflowed, and they found their doom. Warn the people of your future, not to worry about the flesh, not to serve reproduction, war, acquisition, or imitation of one another. Instead, they must save their souls by performing the prayer you heard. Otherwise, 7 incurable diseases will arise on Earth, leading to the death of billions. Humanity has multiplied excessively, and the impurity emitted by them will bring about destruction.
Oh, great priest of priests, are AIDS and hepatitis C among these diseases?
Indeed, only those who faithfully recite my prayer and believe in the sacred circle of Kailash priests will find salvation. Remember this.
Bowing in deep reverence, Bhagavan felt a surge of determination to save the earth. As he recalled the destruction of Atlantis once more, he asked,
I saw pyramids on your continent, mirroring those in Egypt. How could the same monumental structures be erected on different sides of the world?
Long ago, there was only one continent on Earth, where Africa, Eurasia, America, and Atlantis formed a single landmass. At that time, people resembled a herd of wild monkeys. There was no civilization or culture. However, beings from other galaxies, sent by the powers of the cosmos, arrived. Small, child-sized, green humanoids, living off solar energy like plants, and possessing immense intelligence. They bestowed reason upon many humanoid beings, and only those like you have survived to this day. There were giants as tall as trees and dwarfs barely reaching our knees. The extraterrestrials built the first cosmic temples on Earth, designed to gather and channel the energy of the universe. These structures are the very pyramids that stand to this day. When the extraterrestrials granted humans intelligence and revealed the true religion, it was a path toward discovering that which is infinitely higher and greater than oneself, merging with the soul of the entire universe, with God. Through this union, humans could grow, develop, and ultimately attain enlightenment, merging with the divine. They departed from Earth, granting humans the freedom of will, for only they should choose the path of development or destruction. Yet not all chose the truth, and over thousands of years, this sacred knowledge gradually faded away. The single continent shattered into several fragments, which began drifting apart, destined to reunite only after a long passage of time. The pyramids remained, yet their true significance was forgotten, to the extent that pharaohs repurposed them as mere tombs. Thus, the religion of the living became a cult of the dead. Instead of focusing on the soul, they started worrying about their bodies, food, reproduction, and war. And even now, often in temples, one can see the coffins of kings or cemeteries around the church. People want to tailor religion to the needs of their flesh. Go now and save your perishing world.
With that, Bhagavan felt himself back in his body, sitting on a pile of hay in the cave. Now he could see everything in the cave clearly, as if it were bathed in light, though no torches or lamps were burning. The illumination seemed to come from everywhere. He realized that it was the light of his own consciousness shining throughout the cave.
A spark of starlight lives within each of us. Do you feel it? I know you are a bright soul because an ember of Sirius lives in your heart. You are not alone in this world. Find my disciples in your city. Click the link in the description and join us.
In our extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.